Sorry for the sun. It just never ends out here. There is a lot of trash. It's super sad. But I'm gonna clean it up one trip at a time. One trip at a time. All right, let's get those flip-flops. All right, so yeah, it's a super basic, simple setup right now. It's what I like to call my ultralight boondocking mode, and it doesn't consist of much but curtains, mattress, cooler, portable battery, fishing pole, and yeah, that's the gist. I have a more detailed build out, all made out of plywood that I hand built for this rig, but it's just too heavy, and there's like, after being in it for the last year on and off on the road trips and whatnot, I've just decided that I want to rebuild it and build it differently now, with a completely different design. So stay tuned for my next video. I'll show you the original build, and then a video or two after that, I will start working on the new build and just kind of take it step by step along the way, and show you guys what it's all about and why I decided to redesign it. A couple of key things was the weight. So the weight will cause wear and tear on my tires, poor gas mileage, and it's just not great for all of like the drivetrain, suspension components and stuff like that. So that's like the main reason why I'm rebuilding it. Secondly, the bed's too high. I have a little platform with the bed, but I like having headroom because I find myself spending a lot of time inside the truck before I go to bed, and I'd like to just be able to sit up, and then in the morning just sit up. And so I really like the bed on the ground. And let's see, another reason is it's made out of just like regular plywood, so that gases off formaldehyde. So I've spent a lot of time with this whole formaldehyde-y build, and it's just not ideal. I swear it's definitely been reacting with my body in those hot summer nights. So yep, it's gonna be an amazing rebuild. I am so excited. It's probably just like one of the most exciting things that's gonna happen this year. It's just like the whole new rebuild. I tested out phase 1, didn't like it. Time for phase 2, and I think phase 2 is gonna be right on the money. Anyways, I'm gonna throw away this trash now and get to my phase 3 of this trip. I think the only thing that sucks about picking up trash is when you go to the trash can at the campsite and there's somebody there and they see you with these bags of trash and a pot handle sticking out, and you throw it away, and I'm sure they wonder like, what in the world like are you doing? Like, why are you throwing out like so much trash and whatnot? So hopefully they have some common sense and realize that I was just cleaning up stuff. But yeah, that was hilarious. That literally just happened to me. Anyways, I am gonna get on with this next activity that is kind of fun. So I brought my fishing pole, but I did not bring any type of like trout lures or any kind of small lure that could catch a trout. So basically I'm gonna go and play a little Survivor and look for some lures that are like hung up on tree branches and whatnot, so I can actually fish for some trout and catch some trout. I found one, I found a fly, and then I found a spinner across the creek, but it's in the middle of the creek in this big pocket, so I mean I would have to go swimming basically to get that. So I'm gonna walk along the shore a little bit longer and just kind of see what I can find, and hopefully I can find at least one spinner, so then I can get a little trout fishing in while I'm here. This trip was just super spontaneous. I did not plan to come out here at all. It just happened that, you know, I was out in the capital city of where I lived and wanted to get out of there and decided, hey, let's hit the mountains. So anyways, let's get to the lure hunt. Bingo. Well, no luck on the lure hunt. I did find like a few, but they were just way too high up and on the other side of the stream. So, and most of them were flies. None of them, I only really know where one spinner is. So it's, I'm gonna try to go get that spinner. And yeah, I might have to get wet and take a little swim to get this lure. There she blows. All right, I got it. There it is. Little Orion. That water was so cold, I would have died if I tried to swim in there. Alrighty then, so today's meal, which is mainly always my meals on the road for when I'm in a no-cook kind of mood and I don't want to cook at all. I don't want to clean anything. I don't want to bring a stove. I don't want to worry about meat expiring. Is basically some meatless burritos, you know. And first comes first, we got this meatless ground beef here, and then I have a little carrot, radish, and broccoli slaw. So just dump all that right in there. Ooh, that's a lot of veggies. And last but not least, my favorite Caesar dressing to just give it a little bit of flavor. And there you have it. That is my burrito. All right, let's do some trout fishing. I had to relocate camp last night. Mainly because I had some company. Some people decided to park their trailer right next to me, and I knew I was not going to be able to sleep at all at last night. So I put a river between us and came back to this old overlook view that I've spent a night here before, actually. I can hear a waterfall in the distance, so I'm gonna check it out with the drone and see if I can find it, because this waterfall probably nobody has ever seen. Anyways, time to get some breakfast in me. Then I'm gonna go up to this field right up here and fly this drone. Wasn't that nice? I always enjoy flying the drone. You get just an incredible view that you had no idea you were gazing upon. All of those little mountain ridges were just amazing to see. I ended up finding those rapids down there, which was pretty cool. Took me a second, but eventually I located them. Anyways, what I'm gonna do now is just mosey on down the road a little bit, and then I guess I'm gonna get out of town in a little while. I do want to do a little bit more trout fishing, even though I didn't see any trout at all. But yeah, I just want to touch up on a couple of topics, and then I'll be out of here. All right. Anyways, the reason I stopped back here was to just touch up on a topic that's been on my mind for a little while. And it appears somebody actually camped back here a night ago. Because, well, let's touch on a couple topics right now. First of all, don't chop down rhododendron and try to burn rhododendron as firewood. A, that rhododendron's not dry wood. That is a fresh piece of rhododendron. It's not going to burn. B, rhododendron is toxic. Like, when you burn it, the smoke is toxic as hell. So, not smart at all. C, rhododendrons are beautiful, and really make up the majority of the beautiful part of this landscape. All right, we made it to another campsite, and isn't this unbelievable? There's shoes, there's a steering wheel cover, there's Allen key, holding tools, Mountain Dew. So much trash down here, and it breaks my heart to see all this trash here. And this is the trash I'm talking about that I need to get with the Parks Department and see if they can help clean this up, because I personally would not want to put this in my truck, because I sleep in my truck, and I probably would never want to sleep in my truck again if I knew some of the contents of this trash. There's even sprouts back here, like sprouts that you eat. Why would anyone want to camp around trash? I mean, if you want to camp around trash and leave trash here and still camp here, I mean, you might as well just go camp at the dump. So, anyways, yeah, if any of you are watching this, you know, this is why I like to clean up my area, my campsite, before I actually set up camp, because I don't want to camp around a bunch of trash for the entire time. I want to enjoy a beautiful little slice of nature that's free. And these campsites are free, and free camping is a real privilege nowadays in America. There are not many free campsites left, so if we still want to be able to have places like this to camp for free and not pay $30 a night, then we need to pick up our trash. We can't leave trash cans and all kinds of stuff like this out here, and I'll definitely be back. And I will check up on this spot and try to bring some kind of trailer hitch attachment where I can just put a bunch of trash bags and pick this up myself if nobody else does. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about this topic, and let's continue with the journey. All right, I just want to take y'all to a very, very special place. You probably won't be able to hear a word I say once I get down there, but here we go. We are closing in on this spot. It's the highlight of this place, you know, so I hate seeing these campsites get trashed, because talk about one beautiful free place to camp. Well, this is it. This is it. The most beautiful free campsite that exists. And when I say the most beautiful campsite that exists, I mean the most beautiful campsite that exists in my state. I'm gonna zoom out here and get a better view. Welcome to the most beautiful campsite. in my state. This is a beautiful place, and if you know where it is, don't shout it out in the comments. Just know that you're one of the cool people that knows this spot. Because honestly, all these campsites have just so much trash, and it's a real problem. So the more people that know about this, the more trash that will be brought here and potentially left here. And the next time you're here, just pick up a little trash and take it over to the bear cans and throw it away for me. That would be a really big help. Would super appreciate anyone that throws away some trash. Anyways, I'm gonna go into town and get some coffee and just do a little bit of adventuring. I'm gonna get some coffee and then I'm gonna go hit up this other river that's just a little bit away. So anyways, thank you for watching, every one of you. It means a lot. Anyone that views this is like my first video of a lot more to go, and I know it was a little rough. I am not good on camera, but hopefully I'll get better, and hopefully you'll come along for some more adventures. Anyways, keep it stealthy. See y'all later. Look at this honeybee. Wow. It's good to see the bees out. Oh, he's about to land on my face. Ah! Yeah, it's really nice to actually see the honeybees out. That tells you spring is just around the corner.